Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Harry from Keep It Real. This is Reacher Season 3, Season Finale, Episode 8. This was a good episode. I wish this episode was happening more during the previous episodes because there was a few duds in between. Finally the action started showing up, but overall, even though there was action in this episode, there were still a little downers. It wasn't really big surprising things that was happening. The story pretty much wrapped up last episode. You actually knew what was going on coming into this episode. Obviously, this episode starts with what happened with the last episode where Beck was being ambushed by Quinn's men. Quinn knew that this was all set up by the ATF and the DEA, so Quinn sent Beck out there, supposedly where the gun deal was, and he wanted Beck to be, gone, so he was going to take out Beck at the same time as taking out all the ATF agents as well. Reacher goes out and starts taking out all the Quinn's guys, and interesting thing is all Quinn's guys take out every single ATF agent, so the only people that's left is the two DEA agents, Duffy and her partner, and Reacher. That's it. The rest of them all gone. Next scene, and where the whole episode pretty much concludes, is at Beck's house. That is where the finale happens, and as you can tell, what's going to happen is the actual gun sale is taking place at Beck's party. Reacher, Neely, Duffy, and her partner shows up to Beck's mansion with Beck, and the plan is to get Teresa, Beck's son, and for Reacher to get Quinn. There's a big battle between Reacher and a big bodyguard. That fight between those two guys took about 10 minutes. The fight was going on, and I thought it was over because they fell into the water. They thought the bad guy was gonna drown. He didn't drown. They came back up, and the last scene was Reacher rigged the gun that big guy was gonna use. He pulled the trigger and it backfired and shot. It was a very anticlimactic ending to that fight that was taking place for like 10 minutes long. Usually when you see Reacher fight somebody, it's like, oh, that was a good payoff. This one wasn't that. There was a gunfight scene where Duffy rescues Teresa, and obviously Quinn was trying to give Teresa to the gun salespeople, and he's like, you've never seen these guys before, but all of a sudden he wants to take Teresa for himself. And Duffy's there to shoot him, kills him. Duffy's partner gets into a fight in the bathroom. Everyone's fighting. Beck confronts Quinn, who has Beck's son held hostage, and he points a gun at Quinn, saying, I have the upper hand. You better, your gun's not loaded yet. I'm going to shoot you. He was using a toy gun that his son was going to give him, and then the gun falls apart because it was broken. Keep in mind, his son said that the epoxy that was used for the gun is going to take 1 day to dry. It's been 2 days. That gun should have been dry, shouldn't have broke. It's a silly scene. Obviously, Quinn kills Beck. Beck's son grabs a machine gun, couldn't handle it, starts shooting all over the place. He almost shot himself. He falls back and Quinn runs out of the building. When he runs out of the building, the Russians are coming after him because Quinn owes the Russians money because he borrowed it to start the business. And somehow, Reacher shows up and says, no, give me Quinn. Let's make a deal. You don't need him. You don't want him anyway. I'll take care of him for you. They talk, a lot of talking, useless talking. And the Russian goes, okay, fine, you can have him. You don't even see the payoff. There's a scene that's like I guess they use a drone that goes up in the air. You see them two, Quinn and Reacher, staring each other down. Reacher has a flashback of that girl Cole that Quinn tortured in episode 2, and the next thing you hear is a gunshot. Boom, that's it. You don't get to see Quinn die a second time, and that's pretty much the end of the story. Obviously, Reacher is gonna travel on his own again. He says goodbye to Duffy and whatnot. He takes Beck's motorcycle and just drives off. Beck's son now inherits the house and all the money. He's emptying his father's cash from the safe, and he's going to take off as well. This season was a weaker season than the season 1 and 2. I thought this season lacked a lot of intrigue, lacked a lot of mystery. they try to throw some mystery in, but they kind of told you that right off the bat. I wanted more intrigue, I wanted more suspense, but that didn't happen. Instead, it was pretty black and white, and you kind of figure out what's going to happen from the beginning all the way to the end. It dragged a little here and there, and it made this season a little poor compared to season 1 and 2. If I have to rank the 3 seasons, 1 is the best, 2 it's going to 1, 2, and 3. 3 it's getting worse, which is kind of sad. The show is actually starting to go down, but who knows? I'm hoping for the best. If they're going to do a season 4. Like I was saying, Neely's they're gonna give her a series, and I don't know how they're gonna do that because, like I said, Reacher is now it's going down. The viewership, I'm sure, is going down as well because it's not as exciting anymore, unless they just pick the wrong book to base this a season on. But we'll see. I enjoyed the whole series as a whole, but season 3, I'm not that thrilled about. Is it worth watching? It's worth watching. It's it's on Prime. It's one of those shows. So let me know if you watch it. If you watched Reacher season 3, or if you watch any of the seasons of Reacher. And hopefully, I get to watch more Reacher in the future. I don't know. Well, my next show that I'm going to be watching will be The Last of Us season 2. That's going to come out, I think, in a week or two, and check out my reviews on that. I know you guys watched season 1 with me. I hope you guys follow along and watch season 2 with me. Leave me a like, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.